Fuck you! I fucking hate you, man! God, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What happened?
You couldn't do it.
Wait, what do you mean you couldn't do it?
Get on your knees! Put your hands behind your back!
To your mother like
She's not my mom. Alright, you're not my fucking mom. I can't stand you, man!
Is that the case? You hate me, huh?
Come at me, bro.
He's not evil, he's just a human being.
I think about at the age of 13, I stopped smiling. And every time I look back at old pictures, I see myself angry at events where I was supposed to be happy. It pains me to think, what happened to that smiling kid? What actually went wrong? And honestly, it took me 19 years to realize this, but I simply just didn't know how to let go. Waves the movie has always stuck with me. For one, how beautifully it was shot and how close the story feels to my own life. The film follows Tyler and his sister Emily. I see a lot of myself in Tyler, and that's actually terrifying if you've seen the movie.
I don't push you because I want to. I push you because I have to. Do you hear what I'm saying, son?
7 years old, think you run this house by yourself? Nigga, you gon' fear me if you don't fear no one else. Fear.
Where did it all go wrong for Tyler? And I think he's a victim of a toxic kind of love. There's no doubt that his father loved him, but that love came with conditions. He pushed Tyler relentlessly, molding him into an image of what he thinks a man should be. But that pressure didn't shape Tyler, it crushed him. Every demand.
Hey, stop. Turn it off and look at me.
Disguised as motivation.
The world don't give a shit about you or me.
Every threat.
If you don't go up to your room right now, I'm gonna come over there and whoop your ass.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Say one more
Put your
thing.
belt back.
Every moment of withheld affection just for this image of tough love. This all built up until Tyler had nowhere else to let his pain go. The irony of this movie is that Tyler suffers a career-ending injury of his own. His girlfriend becomes pregnant.
Still haven't gotten my period. I have nobody to talk to about it, and I'm just getting really scared.
Don't be scared, first of all. You can always talk to me.
I think the most interesting thing about Tyler is that he's making promises through fear, as he really doesn't believe what he's saying. It's more to guide Lexi into getting an abortion.
What happened?
I couldn't do it.
What? At his core, Tyler isn't a violent person, but he's someone who has never been taught how to process failure, pain, and fear in a healthy way. He's been raised to believe that being a man is being in control, and when his life starts spiraling out of control, his wrestling career, his injury, his father's disappointment, his girlfriend pregnancy, he lashes out.
I don't know if I can do an abortion.
What the fuck are you talking about? Stupid. God.
Stupid what?
Stupid ass bitch! What the fuck are you
Stop
talking
the
about?
fucking car!
Outside the
Fuck
fucking
you.
car! Get out the
Stop
fucking
the
car!
fucking
If you wanna
car.
get out the fucking car! Get out! What the fuck is wrong with
Fuck
you?
you!
Fuck you!
Keeping emotions in check is hard when no one has ever showed you, or you don't have a safe space to express them.
Looking for I love you, really empathizing for my relief.
Push you because I have to. Do you hear what I'm saying, son?
A child that grew accustomed, jumping up when I scrape my knee. Cause if I cried about it, he surely tell me not to be weak.
There's one scene that stands out to me the most because I've actually had this conversation so many times.
I mean, I just have a lot going on right
Do you really? What, you think me and your mom don't got a lot going on? Wait until you get out on your own in the world and have real responsibilities.
Lexi breaks up with Tyler and this sparks a new rage of emotions. She is ready to move on, but he isn't. Toxic people have a hard time letting go. Tyler then goes to amplify all of this and his emotions through substance abuse.
Why do you smell like alcohol?
One of the most heartbreaking scenes is Tyler sitting in an overflowing bathtub crying. Another when he comes back from a party drunk and he starts to throw up. His sister walks in because of the noise and she just comforts him. And he ends up responding.
I just had a really bad night, you know.
Growing up as a black man meant a lot of censoring of my emotions, trying not to appear too threatening or too soft, even with my own family. The scene hit me hard. How many of us cry alone with no one to comfort us, when all we need is a simple hug? How is Tyler supposed to tell his parents what's going on when he knows they'll judge him? So, why is the movie called Waves? Initially, I thought it was just because of his hairstyle. On the surface, that makes sense. When you look at his character, it's the first thing that stands out to a lot of people. Waves are emotions, they embody flow, building momentum. And the most common things about ocean waves is that they crash.
Say one more thing like that to her, I'm gonna come over there and lay your ass out. Fuck you!
The movie itself follows a current, shifting from calm to violent, before retreating. I had to learn that hurt people hurt people. After Lexi breaks up with him, Tyler goes to confront her. He's all emotional and pumped up with drugs until he's stopped by his mother.
Why do you smell like alcohol? Did you just take the keys from your dad's office?
The scene takes another step once his dad comes down the stairs.
Took the keys from your office and he's been drinking.
This is bullshit.
Don't talk to your mother like that.
She's not my mom. One more thing like that to her, I'm gonna come over there and lay your ass out. Fuck you! Yeah, fuck you! I fucking hate you, man! I fucking hate you! I can't stand you, man!
Is that the case? You hate me, huh?
Come at me, bruh. Just fucking come at me, I swear to God.
You drunk?
I dare. Yeah, I'm fucking drunk. What you gonna fuck me about?
Arguments can be a way of letting go and expressing yourself, but they often come at a boiling point when emotions have built up to snapping. Ideally, arguments should be the last form of expression, not the first. The saying, drunk words are sober thoughts, carries a lot of weight here, especially for Tyler because he's under the influence. In these heightened emotional situations, I've noticed that people often say the most hurtful things. It's as if they're throwing paint at a canvas just to see what sticks. It's less about communicating and more about causing damage, a desperate attempt to make someone feel the pain that you're carrying. Tyler ends up leaving the house to follow Lexi. Through his drug-infused mind, he already thinks he's been replaced.
I saw you go upstairs. I fucking saw you go upstairs. Did you fuck him?
With who?
What do you think I'm talking about? Yes!
Frankie's one of my best friends since elementary school. He's fucking gay, you idiot.
The argument takes another turn, and once again, not being able to control his emotions, Tyler takes it to a whole new level.
You go to fucking abortion clinic! You give me just all that shit!
You bury your own, too vain, you're selling for hold. What you know you claim, all you could own. Until death did you part from the mess you made.
The first half of the movie peaks in a moment of domestic violence that some people found unrealistic, but to me, this is the most realistic part. I think about all the mass murders and crimes that happen because of people who can't keep their emotions in check. In the US, an average of 24 people per minute are victims of domestic violence. Your actions have consequences.
Get on your knees! Put your hands behind your back now!
See, I believe if God is really never judge a man, because he knows us all and therefore he would understand.
This is really bad, like, you know. And I didn't mean to, like.
The ignorance to make a nigga take his brother's life, the bitterness and pain that got him beating on his wife.
Tyler murders his girlfriend. Everyone scrambles to place blame. His mother blames his father for pushing him too hard.
You pushed him! You pushed him!
And his father blames himself. The aftermath is full of finger pointing, but the reality is, pain begets pain, and Tyler's trauma extends to his sister, shaping her own pain and healing process. If you were raised by an alcoholic whose parents were abusive, and they treat their kids even worse, who do you blame? Their parents? Their parents' parents? These are called generational curses.
My intuition is telling me there'll be better days.
Many people found the second half of the film to be slow compared to the first, but my response is, healing takes time. The second half follows Emily, who's always lived in Tyler's shadow, and I think this is beautiful placement, as she was always in his most traumatic scenes. She just wasn't the key focus. After his crime, she becomes isolated, bullied, and weighed down by the good of what her brother did. Her parents' marriage begins to fall apart, as they cope with Tyler's actions in different ways. Emily, feeling neglected, seeks connection elsewhere. She meets a boy who likes her.
My living room.
Nice.
Sitting on the sofa.
Comfy sofa?
Scrumpy.
In searching for escape and freedom, through the relationship, she finds healing. A pivotal moment in the film is when the boyfriend is unsure about reconnecting with his dying father. The father is a deadbeat, and their relationship is strained.
When I was a kid, he was just drunk and on drugs a lot, and just did some pretty terrible stuff to me and my mom, I think. No, he actually has cancer.
Emily insists that he does, as this can be a final moment to express himself. And in his final moments, they find closure.
Just want you to be at peace.
That reconciliation allows Emily to respond to her own parents and begins the process of healing with her family.
I just would have gotten up and I would have went up to him and stopped him and she would still be here, so it just...
Fault.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. No, and you can't
Because I was
blame
there, I
yourself
could
for
have
it.
done something.
This all stems from Tyler holding hate in his heart to his dad for pushing him too hard.
The things that I could have done differently, but we can't change it, you know? All we have is now. All we have is now. And I'm telling you this because I love you. Holding on to that much hate will destroy a person. And I'm not about to let that happen to you.
I used to think forgiveness was weakness, that if I forgave people who hurt me, it meant that they had won, and all that pain they caused was for nothing. My grandmother was the only one that taught me otherwise. She told me, you can win a fight without giving them your energy. I used to grow under my head using the word hate for everyone who had done me wrong, and honestly, some of them definitely deserved it. But over time, I noticed something. Whenever bad memories of them came up, they landed in the same places where good ones used to be. That's when I realized I didn't actually hate them. I was just holding on to that pain because it was easier than letting go. There's a line in Waves that stuck to me.
I hate him so much. What he did is evil, Dad. He's evil. He's a monster.
I understand.
He's a monster for doing that to her.
I understand that you're angry.
How
You
does
have every
somebody
right
do
to
that?
be. Do you hear me? But your brother, he's not a monster. He's not evil. He's just a human being.
It made me realize that as much as I wanted to see certain people as villains, life is rarely black and white. The truth is, people are rarely just good or evil. They're human. We're so flawed, and in those flaws, we're capable of love and harm in equal measures. It's one final detail in Waves that really ties this movie together, and it's the aspect ratio. It changes throughout the movie to reflect Tyler's mental state. As his world closes in, the frame shrinks, trapping him in his emotions. But when the film shifts to Emily, the frame widens, creating a sense of openness and relief. I think from the beginning of 2025, I know what it feels like to have the world close in on you, to be trapped in your own mind. I recently experienced something traumatic, watching someone I love get hurt by the hands of another person that I loved. I felt betrayed and confused. In an instant, I lashed out, until I heard my little brother crying. That was the moment I realized my anger, my hate was only causing more pain. For 3 nights, I couldn't sleep. I keep replaying what happened, cycling through anger, hate, and pain. But deep down, I knew I didn't want to carry that weight forever. I needed to let go. Not to excuse what happened, but to free myself from drowning in it.
You have so much love to share with the world. And so much life yet to live. Hey, you remember Papa's favorite scriptures? It said, hatred stirs up strife. But love covers all offenses. And I love you so much, baby girl. Come here.
This movie showed me what happens when you hold on to anger and hate. It catches up to you. My own consequences was losing my smile. I'm lucky now to be surrounded by people who show me love when I least expect it. Smiling still feels foreign to me, but I'm learning life is too short to let anger weigh me down. I'm not fully free yet, but just by making this video, I feel 10% lighter. I realize that if I want to set a good example for my brother and my siblings, my first reaction can't be to lash out. I have to pause and process and move forward. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but I now know that I don't have to be trapped in my past. My anger and my pain doesn't have to define me. Letting go is a process that I'm still learning, and for the first time in years, I'm learning how to smile again.
Someday, I wanna lay down like I did Sunday.